Today we're taking a walk along one of the most famous beaches on Maui, Kaanapali Beach. We'll start at the Sheraton Maui Resort and Spa, near Black Rock, and make our way down the Beachwalk to the Hyatt Regency at the other end. Along the way we'll pass several oceanfront resorts, taking the views of the hotels, pools, and beachfront properties, and share a few helpful facts about each one as we go. If you're planning a trip to Maui, or just want to see what it's like to walk along Kaanapali Beach, this video will give you a closer look at one of the island's most popular resort areas. Let's get started. So here we are in front of the Sheraton Maui Resort and Spa, just on the northern end of Kaanapali Beach. You'll find Black Rock here in front of the Sheraton. It's one of Maui's most popular snorkeling spots. Follow the lava rock wall on your right and you have a good chance of seeing Hawaiian green sea turtles and some other marine life. The Sheraton property opened in 1963 and was actually the first resort built in the Kaanapali resort area, and the property spans about 23 acres and features a large lagoon style pool, kind of winds its way through tropical landscaping. Really beautiful property. And the Beachwalk Path actually starts at the property line of the Sheraton and the Outrigger, and that's where we're at right now. You can see a view of Black Rock in the distance. And there's actually a public beach parking access area just down this pathway here on our left. Most of the resorts offer some sort of beach parking, so just look for the blue shoreline access signs, and there'll usually be a small parking lot nearby. Okay, now we're moving on towards the Outrigger Kaanapali Beach Resort, and as you can tell, the beach area in front of the resort is super nice right now. The Outrigger Kaanapali Beach Resort was originally known as the Kaanapali Beach Hotel, and in 2023 was acquired by Outrigger, and that's why the name changed. The resort sits on about 11 acres of land and has a pretty small pool, but overall it's a really nice property. Up ahead where the blue shades are is Maui Brewing Company restaurant. We definitely recommend checking it out. You'll find good food here, craft beers, and if you sit on the high top tables facing the ocean, you get incredible sunset views and a really nice view of Black Rock. If you have any questions about the areas we're passing, including properties or restaurants, just let us know in the comments below, and we'll do our best to answer your questions. We're now leaving the Outrigger property and passing the Whaler Condominiums. The Whaler was built in 1975 and consists of two 12-story towers. Unlike most of the hotels nearby, the Whaler is a condominium resort, so each unit is individually owned. Here's a good look at the property from above. You can see they have a small swimming pool, hot tub, and to the left there's a barbecue area. Now we're passing the southern end of the Whaler and approaching Whalers Village. Whalers Village is Kaanapali's outdoor shopping mall. You'll find 3 really good restaurants here, Leilani's, Hula Grill, and Monkey Pod. And there's actually over 90 total shops and restaurants. And it sits right in the middle of Kaanapali. Now we're continuing down the pathway in front of Leilani's restaurant, and we're headed towards the Westin Maui Resort and Spa. And you can see Black Rock in the distance where we started our walk.
I think that's a come on. Well, sorry, come on, but yeah, no, but you don't pay anything. I just take the card though. Just to get sure. Okay. Yeah, it's completely free. That's a super good deal.
Now we're right in front of the Westin Maui Resort and Spa. This is one of our favorite properties in Kaanapali. It has a large pool with a really fun water slide. The property sits right next to Whalers Village, which is nice for shopping and dining. There's also an arcade here called the Valley Alley, and you don't have to be a resort guest to check this out. They even have duck pin bowling, which is neat. This is definitely one of the more family-friendly resorts in Kaanapali. Now we're moving on down the beach path. We're just passing the Westin property, it's to our left, heading towards the Kaʻanapali Alii. Now as we approach the Kaʻanapali Alii, I'd like to point out the detour. A handful of years ago, Big Surf came and took out the pathway completely in front of the Kaʻanapali Alii. So you have 2 options. You can take the detour around the Alii and then it will reconnect on the other side next to the Marriott. Or you can take a short walk along the beach in the sand and reconnect that way as well. The Kaanapali Alii opened in 1982 and offers condominium style rentals with full kitchens, and the rooms are typically larger than most hotel rooms here in Kaanapali. There's also a small but nice pool area. Now we're back to the Beachwalk Path area. As you can see, the beach is huge on this end. This is known as Kaanapali Point. And you can see here on the left where the detour around the property, comes around, and reconnects to the Beachwalk Path if you want to take that direction. There's also public beach parking just down the pathway here. And we're headed past Marriott's Maui Ocean Club next. Now we're approaching the Kaanapali Surf Club in front of the Marriott's Maui Ocean Club. Probably the only area along the strip where you can get surf lessons, and they'll take you right out front here at Kaanapali Point. Here's a good view of the original towers at the Marriott's Maui Ocean Club. This is a timeshare property, and as you can see, they have a huge pool with a grotto, water slide, and even a pirate ship for kids. And you can see the kids' pirate ship in the distance. Now we're leaving the Marriott property and entering the Hyatt Vacation Club property. Here's a nice aerial view of the Hyatt Vacation Club. It's another timeshare property, and it was built in late 2014. And one thing you'll notice on this end of Kaanapali, the beach areas are much smaller. The area has been dealing with a lot of erosion issues. Also, this video was filmed on a Thursday, so it looks like there's a craft fair going on. You'll see about 20 different vendors selling all kinds of good stuff down here along the Beachwalk Path. Now we're leaving the Hyatt Residence Club and entering the Hyatt Regency property.
Yeah, I would say one spot that you guys told me about right here by the rock. Yeah.
As you can tell, the Hyatt has a small beach area compared to the other side of Kaanapali, and they've even put down these sandbags to help stop the erosion. Here's an aerial view of the Hyatt Regency. This property was built in 1980, and it's actually the furthest south of all the properties in Kaʻanapali. And the Hyatt Regency actually has a really beautiful property you can walk around and check out. They even have African penguins in their lobby, which is pretty cool. At this end of Kaanapali, you'll find what's known as Canoe Beach. It's another beautiful beach that's less crowded compared to the resort area that we just walked past. It's definitely worth checking out. On the far end by the lifeguard tower, you'll find great snorkeling. Kaanapali has lots to offer, so make sure you watch this video next for more fun things to do in the area. Mahalo for watching.